This video is sponsored by Huawei App Gallery. Using App Gallery to make in-game purchases in Dragonheir Silent Gods will give you at least 15%, up to 25% cashback. And it's really easy to use. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I will have a download link in the description. You will have to install App Gallery and HMS Core. Once you download these two applications, you can open up App Gallery and register in Huawei ID. And in here, you will have to go to settings and switch the country and region to France. It's only available in Europe, so you will have to use Euro for real-time exchange rate. And once you did that, you can go to search bar and search for Dragonheir. You can open up Dragonheir inside App Gallery. And once you've done that, all the packs in the game will give you at least 15% cashback. So if you want some discount on in-game purchases, I highly recommend using Huawei App Gallery. Alright guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir video. Happy holiday to you all. In this video, I want to do a ultimate starting guide for Season 2. On this account I'm having right now, it's actually already roughly 8 to 9 days into the Season 2. But I know there are a lot of players who are still playing Season 1 and about to start Season 2 soon. So I'm gonna make a video to help all these players who are about to transition to Season 2 or already just started the Season 2 journey. Okay, so first of all, Season 2, is this so different compared to Season 1? Not quite. Like the whole new season content is they added those islands up here, right? And to finish the storyline, it's probably 4 to 5 days maximum, and you're done, right? 45 days of new story. Yeah, they are not really resetting the map or resetting any quests you did back in Season 1, so you are not able to just do it all over again. I think that's fine. That's so to me it feels like more like an expansion rather than seasonal reset, right? And all these content, you can already see those. It's just some of these are not available to you yet. Alright, so let's talk about the guide video I'm making right now. So first thing first, summons. A lot of people are really interested into summoning in the new season, right? In terms of summoning format, going to new season, you most likely will have 20 special tickets. That's gonna give you 20 legendaries. Of course, you're gonna use that. And then you have this thing here, right? This is the new season summon. Like every champion you get, not here, it's this one here. Every champion you summon from this pool is gonna be new champion. And I know a lot of people are super hyped about this, right? You will never get a duplicate from here. Like if you first started, right? All these champions are new hero. And there is the old summon here, right? So I would say unless you are a massive whale, I still recommend you finish the 80 summon for the guaranteed legendary from here, right? The regular summon, the first month of the season, if you summon 80, it's gonna give you extra legendary. So if you're not a huge spender, you're not gonna have 80 for the first month, right? If you don't spend a lot. So you're gonna think carefully if you're actually gonna do this one, because this account I'm having here, I did buy the dragon crystal, and that's the only thing I bought. Like they released the special pack up here, and I didn't bother buying any of these. I don't buy any of these. I did buy all the dragon crystals, and unless you are a bigger spender than me, I still recommend people to finish this first. Not finish this first, but at least you have a plan that you're gonna finish this, right? The reason is these champions, most of them have the new mechanic. They introduced new mechanic like burn, electrify, or something like that. But like, if you get one legendary that have those mechanics, you are not able to make a full team around that mechanic because the mechanic is so new, right? It's gonna take a while. So I got a lot of new legendaries from here, and I'm not able to use them. Right, for example, the Ice Crystal one, I don't have any Ice Blast champion, so I can't really use him. Right, I would just still stick with the old team, right? And from what I heard, amongst all these champions, the best is this one, right? This guy is really good. really good, and he's not exclusive. So yeah, new champion is cool, but my opinion is just don't go all in on this. Unless you're a crazy whale, right? You get one champion with a new mechanic, you're not able to build a full team around that champion or around that mechanic. It's too early into season 2. It's gonna take a while. Alright, it's gonna take a while. Alright, the second thing, affinities. Since they are resetting every single champion you built in season 1, you're gonna have to build them again. And they did reset the elemental affinity bonus. So it's gonna be lightning and poison, fire necrosis, and ice radiance. So I know everybody, they have a different champion pool, so it's really hard to give a precise suggestion, right? Because everybody's roster is so different. But I would say if you have Flora, you're gonna go with fire, without a doubt, right? If you have this champion, you're gonna go with fire. This is a no-brainer, right? The champion is so OP, and all you need to have to pair with Flora is Erich and Tonanen, and that's it, right? All right, now let's talk about if you don't have Flora, which affinity you should go first. I would say overall, if we are not talking about exclusive legendaries, the best affinity I would suggest is Radiance. Radiance doesn't have the best single target DPS and doesn't have the best AoE DPS, but this is the best all-round affinity. It has top tier AoE and top tier single target. You can use them in pretty much any content in the game, right? If you have at least 1 or 2 decent rally champion, you can make rally team really fun to play around with, right? And it has the best support it has the best support champion for PvE, which is Mithracia. Again, it's an exclusive legendary. It has the one and only AoE revival skill in the game. Super good, right? And another reason I would recommend Radiance team is it's actually you can build a Radiance team with an Ice team because they are bonded together, right? Ice has some of the best PvP champions in the game. Like in top tier arena or PvP, it's pretty much all around Ice team or Fire team. We can see some Fire team, right? But mostly it's Ice team in PvP, right? And you need some nasty crowd control champion from here, right? They have a Frost and stuff like that. And I think this affinity is also really good for Feymander, right? Because in Feymander, you're really looking for, you're not looking for crazy damage. You're looking for survivability and crowd control. I think this affinity is really good. So first choice I would recommend. But overall, like if you have Flora, just go with Ice, Fire. It's easy to choose. And then you're gonna go with Radiance Ice, right? And as for Dauntless or Poison, Dauntless is actually good. For Poison, it's just not an area in the game where you need Poison team. So I just wouldn't recommend Poison at all. And for Dauntless, yeah, the only place that Dauntless might be better than Radiance is the guild boss, Vortex, right? The Vortex guild boss. So if you have similar champion pool in both Radiance and Dauntless, I would say just go with Radiance first, right? Because if you build Thunder or Dauntless, like the other one is Poison. It's basically useless, right? So, but anyways, that's just my opinion for the first month. To the second month, you will have to build all 6 affinities anyways, right? You have to prepare ahead because second month there is gonna be kind of like a world boss spawning everywhere across the continent. You will have to build 6 teams for it. So the second month, it's you're gonna build all of them anyways. I'm just saying the first couple weeks at least. First choice is Fire. Second choice is Radiance. The third choice is probably Dauntless or Ice. Alright. As for Summon, they're okay, but I wouldn't put them ahead of Radiance or Dauntless, right? Okay, so now let's talk about which dungeon you should farm. So as season 2 opens, not all the dungeons are available to you right away. You have to do the daily commission quest, which gives you journey experience, and then you will have to do like a daily dungeon, this type of stuff, daily trial and type of stuff. And if you do those, it's also gonna give you journey XP. So once you level these up, the dungeons will unlock. So for example, the ancient battlefield is not unlocked yet for me, and on the bottom right corner it's hard to see. It says it will unlock at level 29. So I'm at level 25 right now. It's gonna be probably 4 more days to unlock this place. So Grave of Venom, I think is still relatively easy dungeon, and I'm able to stage 8. As for stage 9, I don't think it's possible for most player yet because it requires 220 accuracy to land debuffs. That's really difficult to have if you don't have the negative rune unlocked, right? You don't have the negative rune, you are not going to have 220 accuracy, so it's kind of tough. I haven't beat it yet because it's only like 8 or 9 days into season 2. So stage 8, I think it's easy place to farm. For all dungeons, the place I would recommend people to spend most of the resources is actually Goblin Slayer. I highly don't recommend people to waste a lot of energies into the gear dungeon, because once you transition into the second month of the season, the drop is actually going to be doubled. So don't rush. At least that's what happened in season 1. I didn't know this in season 1. I dumped a lot of energies into the dungeon, the gear dungeon, and onto the second month, the drop is doubled. You get a lot of legendary artifacts. So legendary gear, I mean. So don't rush. Try to do goblins. When you first start, you will need at least 2 teams. You build 1 team is not enough, right? Of course, you can use the thing here to reset the champion's level, but after that disappears, you will need at least 2 teams because you will need a second team to do those domains: Tempest domain, Flame domain, Frost domain, right? You need at least 2 teams. So the 2 teams I picked on my account is gonna be Radiance and Dauntless, because I think they're the best without exclusives, right? They are just the best without exclusives. But for super mega whales, they can do whatever they want, right? So for me, I only buy energy refill once a day, and I spend it most on Goblin Slayer, or if I have to level champion up, I will do the domains. I didn't really spend tons of energy here because in early game, gear doesn't matter that much. Gear really doesn't matter that much, especially if you're, let's say you are not new player, you started from season 1, you should have a lot of artifacts and the essence to level up the artifact, right? So try to save some energy. Wait for the second month. When the double drop opens, you're gonna dump all this energy into, let's say, Grave Venom stage 9, and you can get a lot of good gear. And that's the real game begins, right? That's when the real game begins. Alright, so yeah, one more thing I want to mention is my old habit is I would like to build teams with 5 champion that has same affinity, right? But when you first started in a new season, you don't have to do that at all, because the affinity bonus, at least for the probably for the first month, it's always gonna be 3 heroes. So you don't have to struggle too much about having to put 5 heroes with the same affinity together. You don't have to do that. So you can really mix things up, right? You just need to keep 3 heroes in a same affinity. The other 2, you can really choose any champion you want. So for Vortex, I can do a lot of damage in Vortex, and the team I'm using is actually not in the same affinity. I think that's totally fine if you starting a season, right? So this is the team I'm using. Like Sephi is different affinity, so I only have 3 champion bonus. I think it's totally fine. You don't have 5 champion bonus anyways when you first started season. And by the way, Grave Curse, they added this is Grave of Venom. They added 4 small orb here. But again, I think the dungeon is still not that hard. Alright, like don't panic if you can't progress onto stage 7 or 8. When you first start a season, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. All you need to do is get your best team together to finish Goblin Slayer. This is what matters. You need experience potion. Gear does not matter that much, right? And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you need to know to start a new season, right? Yeah, I've seen other content creators saying that the new season doesn't add that many new things to the game, right? It just reset your progress, add some new island, and every other thing is the same. At least for now, right? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, right? I kind of feel it too. Just not much going on, at least for now. The PvP, they still haven't fixed PvP yet. PvP is still broken. You can put like 5 healer there and you will never die. And all the content in the game is pretty much identical, and they're time gated. Time gated is okay. I stopped complaining about this. Like I don't really worry too much about time gated content. It's gonna unlock anyways. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did I miss anything? Let me know, and wish you guys a very good holiday, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Bye.